Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another What's on the Shelf. Let's check it out. First off, we have the Champions of Midgard. It's like the Kickstarter deluxe box or whatever, deluxe collection. It's got the Dark Mountains expansion and Valhalla expansion in there as well. In Champions of Midgard, you'll be doing worker placement and um, rolling dice and fighting monsters and all of that good stuff. You'll collect resources and dice, which are your warriors, and you'll then send your warriors out to fight different monsters and Draugr, and with the expansion it adds in the Bergersers, or however you pronounce it, mountain giants, um, and rewards for your dice dying. You can use them to spend to buy other stuff. But that's one of my favorite games. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Next up, we have the Reavers of Midgard. This is the Kickstarter version as well. And in Reavers, you have to master your own longship with a small but loyal crew by your side. You set out to gain glory, become the most renowned Reaver of all of Midgard. Recruit Vikings to man your longship. Cast bones in order to glimpse at your destiny. Slay giant sea monsters in battle against the Draugr. Pillage castles and small villages. And force territories to pay tribute to you lest you decide to conquer their lands. In the end, will the Scalds tell the tale of your adventures, or will your rivals surpass you and have their stories spun in the House of Valhalla? The goal is to have the most glory after 6 rounds, and you gain the glory by discovering powerful artifacts, raiding keeps and villages, fulfilling prophecies, and conquering territories, and winning battles at sea. But, yep, you'll be doing a little bit of worker placement and dice, collecting dice to use as resource on those worker placement spots. Next up, we have After the Empire, which is another Kickstarter game by the same company, Gray Fox Games. And in After the Empire, you'll make use of buildings and help refugees to gain unique benefits while upgrading your castle, hire mercenaries, recruit soldiers to defend your realm, and to fund your endeavors, players will gain gold from loyal subjects selling goods, taxing their neighbors, and the player with the most gold at the end of the final season will be the winner. But in this, you'll be building up your castle or fort, and you do worker placement, and you get cards with special powers and stuff. And then in the second phase or whatever, you have to defend your castle from an increasing number of enemies and place your troops out on the walls. It's pretty fun. Next up, we have the City of Gears. And in this game, you're supposed to collect the most prestige before opening day. There are many ways to gain it: discovering city tiles, activating city tiles, link bonuses, collecting developments, and controlling city tiles at the end of the game. You'll have to decide when it's best to expand and when it's best to consolidate. Use your resources to activate city tiles and confront your opponents. The game can end suddenly, so do your best to maximize the prestige you earn on every action. It's got cool little robot miniatures too. Up next, we have the City of Gears Juggernaut expansion. It adds a new mech to the game, and a new tile, and a new gear called the Juggernaut, and it'll move around and kill other, or yours or other players' robots, knock them out, whatever. Next up, we have the Omega Team expansion for The Others, which is the CMON game, so a lot of miniatures. But this expansion just adds a bunch of new playable characters for the good guys, the Faith Team or whatever, and a couple bags and some new cards and a couple enemy miniatures as well. That's 8 or so new missions to the game, as well as a bunch of new tiles. And then after that, we have the Beta Team expansion, which adds more missions, more tiles, more Faith members. Then it adds corrupted police, firemen, and think that's it. Yeah, adds corrupted police and firemen to the game. But pretty much the same as the other expansion, just more stuff for both sides. And next up we have the game, The Others. And in The Others, one player will play as a Sin, and then everyone else will play as Faith team members, trying to complete a specific objective. And it says on here, one player will be the Sins, representing the embodiment of one of the 7 deadly sins, summoned by the Hell Club to bring the apocalypse to destroy the world. Players will play as the heroes, working together and a group of special faith agents charged with fighting back the horrific invasion. The battleground is Haven, a large metropolis in the southern coast of England. The Sins player will summon monsters to corrupt, burn, destroy the city, while the heroes use their strength, skill, and the city itself to fight back. In the end, either the hero players will all win together as a team, or the Sins player will win alone. Yep, it's a one versus all. A lot of variability, especially when you have the expansions. Comes with 2 Sins in the box. But you can also get the Sin expansions, which I have, which is up next. I have Wrath, Gluttony, Envy, Greed, and Lust. And they all just add a new Sin for the Sin player to play as. They all have their own special ability, their own minions, their own miniatures, everything. The box comes with a set of dice for each Sin. But that's pretty much it, I guess, for this video. But if you liked what you seen, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and then ring the bell to keep up to date with my latest videos. And as always, have a great day.